Hi, my name is Dana,
I'm Lauren.
I'm Stephanie. Alesha.
and we're from Miss Collins' health class. For our natural disaster kit, we're roommates, and we decided to put together a 3-day natural disaster kit just in case there's an earthquake or fire or hurricane, anything. You always need to be prepared for natural disasters. You want to store water in plastic containers, such as soft drink bottles. Avoid using containers that will decompose or break down, like glass. You need to have a gallon of water per person per day because it's very important that we drink water. It keeps the body healthy and it keeps us going. Um, 25.8 million people are affected by natural disasters a year. Up to 10 million people die each year due to natural disasters. When you have a natural disaster kit, you want to store the kit in a convenient place that everybody knows about in the family. So when we put our disaster kit together, we each got together and we came together and all got different things, and we put it in a place that we all knew about. That way, when a natural disaster occurs, we knew where to go to get the supplies. You can pick 2 meeting places to meet when a natural disaster occurs. One is a location that's safe distance from your home in case of a fire, and another one is away from your home just in case your home is destroyed by the natural disasters and you can't return home. You need to have somewhere else that you can go to safety for just in case it happens. Yeah, and so now we're going to show the types of things that we have that you need to have in your kit. First, we have the water and the plates and stuff, and Izzy's going to tell you about that.
Yeah, over here we have like the simple necessities like you need to like survive and function right. We have the flashlight, the radio, batteries, water, spoons, plates and cups. Yeah, we need the spoons because of course we're not going to eat off our hands, and because that's unsanitary. And in case somebody has a seizure. We'll use a spoon to, hold their tongue down to keep them from having seizures. And we have the plates, because like I said, it's unsanitary to eat off their hands. Yeah, we have our cups, because some people don't drink off each other and stuff like that. Everybody have their own cups, because like I said, that's unsanitary again. We have our radio, so we could be able to like stay in contact with our society, like know what's going on around us, like so we can know like if there's any new details of the natural disaster, like if let me see, like any new details, like so they could tell us so we can be prepared for whatever's coming up next.
Places you stay away from.
And so we can know to stay away from a certain area where we're not supposed to be at, stuff like that. And we have the batteries because of course the power will be out. So it's not going to be any electricity working anywhere. So we have the batteries to keep our simple stuff like our flashlights and radios functioning properly, so that we can, stay in contact and be good. And we have our flashlight because, like I said, there's going to be no electricity working. So we have our flashlight that, so we can be able to see what's going on. And that's pretty much it.
Next, we have our canned food, and Lauren's going to be talking about it. Okay, so for our food, we have tomatoes, beans, peas, tomato soup. We also have tuna, and then we have a big can of carrots. For food, you want to be sure that you have ready to eat canned meals. You also want to select foods that are compact and lightweight. You want to make sure you have fruits and vegetables like our carrots and our peas. You also want to make sure that your foods are high in energy, because during the disaster you're not going to have like regular food. All you're going to have is canned food. So you want to make sure your food is very healthy and it's going to give you energy to keep going. Some examples of some high energy foods are peanut butter, jelly, crackers, granola bars, and foods that are high in vitamins. And also, when choosing the foods, the canned foods to put in your disaster kit, you want to make sure to check the expiration date, which is usually on the top or the bottom of the can. This one is on the top, and it says that it's best to be used by December 2014. So this one is still good. We chose these to go in our kit because, well, first of all, the vegetables, once again, they're higher energy and they're healthy. Tomato soup and tomatoes and beans are very good, high in protein. And tuna because it's easy to make. All these foods are easy to make. You don't have to do much maintenance when making them. We also have our can openers. So you want to make sure you have a can opener so you can open these. And that concludes my section about food.
Now we're talking about the first aid kit and what you should need in the first aid kit. You have your bandages here. You have Neosporin and antibiotic ointment. They're good for minor cuts, scrapes, and burns. You want to make sure that you clean out wherever you're gonna put it first, and then you apply the ointment, and then you could put a band-aid or a bandage over it depending on how big it is. Here we have pain relieving gel, vaporizer, eye drops. We also have gauze sponges. Depending on how big the injury is, you want to make sure you have enough band-aids. The white tape, so that if you use the gauze sponges, you can tape it up with white tape here. Always make sure you have gloves just in case, because you don't want to contaminate yourself with whatever you're doing to, caring for somebody else. A pair of scissors, hand sanitizer. Doesn't have to be this small, but hand sanitizer. Also, you have the alcohol pads. You want to make sure you have alcohol pads. Like I said, before you apply the ointment, you want to make sure that whatever you're applying it to is clean before you just apply it. You also have string and a needle just in case you need to stitch. Somebody needs stitching or something. Here you have a wristband just in case you really need it for injury. Some Advil, ibuprofen is best. Cold relief, just make sure you have some pills here. You can't go wrong with having a pocket knife also. That's also great. And here we have a cold pack, but really not gonna be able to put it in some kind of freezer or anything. And also personal items, a toothbrush. Make sure you have extra toothbrush for everybody. Deodorant, new deodorant, and keep it up to date. Make sure you look at the expiration date. Mini mouthwash, mini toothpaste. Doesn't have to be little, but it's just a razor just in case. A blanket right here, and also you might want to have a towel and toilet paper. Make sure you have enough toilet paper. The first aid kit is the most important thing to have, and also another thing that you should know, maybe the basics of it, is CPR. That will also come in handy.
Next, we have Alesha talking about the clothes.
Hello. The next thing that on my list is clothes. You always need a pair of shoes, no matter what. Then you're gonna need some socks. Some socks keep your feet warm, or you can reverse it and put it on your hands, and it protects your feet, whether you walk in barefooted or you just don't have no shoes. The next thing, you always need a pair of sweaters to keep yourself warm, and then also if you have like a shirt, you can use your shirt and take it off. Say for instance, somebody has a big gash on their arm, you can rip it and then tie it to that to the wound, and it holds pressure. And then you can never go wrong with underwear, fresh clean pair of underwear. And you can either wash them, whatever you see water, you can just dump it in there and then hang them up, or just wash them.
And that concludes our first aid kit disaster plan for 3 days. As you can see, there was a lot of information and a lot of things that you would need for your disaster kit to make sure you and your family are safe and make sure they are healthy for the next 3 days. For our recovery, we decided that when a disaster happens, we were going to meet in a place that we set up to meet at, a meeting place, and that would be the living room. And then we would make sure everybody has the assigned items that they were supposed to bring for the disaster kit. And we will also make sure that everything important that we needed, we would have. And we would go to a safe place that that we know where other people are in the community, like a church or a park recreation center. And there we would just meet up with other people. Usually we'll see neighbors or whatever, and we'll meet up there and we'll just stay there for 3 days until until the disaster is over. That's what we have the radio for, so we could be informed about when we're able to go home. And hopefully this information is useful and you guys can start your disaster kit. Thank you. Bye.